Yes. Welcome back to Geno King Boxing. Looks like we got another great fight on the horizon. Possibly, now this is possibly, been hearing through the grapevine that Errol Spence, if he doesn't take the rematch against Terrence Crawford next, that his next opponent could be super welterweight, 154 pounder, 26-2, Erickson Lubin, the guy that just outboxed Jesus Ramos this past weekend on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo. I think this will be an interesting fight between Errol and Erickson Lubin at 154 pounds. I think Errol needs a fight like this before he goes up against somebody like Terrence Crawford. I think this would measure where he's at right now, where he's at with his training, any new skills. I would say if he does fight Erickson Lubin, I think they need to make that fight probably for around January or February. I would say February be great for Errol Spence to get back in there in the ring and get his mind back together and get his confidence back. Fight a guy like Eric Lubin. And that's not to say Errol Spence is going to win. Erickson Lubin is a game dog. He could very well beat Errol Spence through his boxing ability, through his counterpunching ability, and just his overall experience. He has 2 losses on his record. He was knocked out by Jamel Charlo, I believe, like 6 years ago. And he also lost I believe it was in April against Fondura in an exciting fight. I definitely think this will be a good fight for both of those guys. It seemed like they're both on the same level. Erickson Lubin had a lot to prove this past weekend fighting Ramos. Ramos was a aggressive, hard hitter, hard puncher. He fought pretty good the first half of the fight, and then Erickson Lubin outboxed him in the second half. A lot of people said it was a robbery. You go watch the fight and watch it closely, you'll see Erickson Lubin actually won the fight. He outboxed him, counterpunched him, more active, especially in that second half of the fight. You know, that's one thing about a fight. You're fighting a 12-round fight. You know, it's great that you come out first half of the fight winning, but people are going to remember the last part of the fight more than anything. So, you know, you got to put a showing on for the last part. You got a 12-round fight. It's a 12-round fight for a reason. You know, you can't let your foot up off the gas, so like Erickson Lubin did. Yeah, so I think that this will be an interesting matchup for Errol Spence. Errol Spence versus Erickson Lubin, that would be great for a fight down here in Dallas, Texas at Jerry Jones Stadium. I think that would be a great fight for Errol to come back and prove that he is still one of the top welterweights in his division. And then after that fight, I would say summer or fall of 2024, I think that would be that get back for Errol, timing wise, that he needs to sharpen up his skills a little more to get back in that ring with Terrence Bud Crawford again. Yeah, so that will be a definitely a fight to watch. Erickson Lubin, you know, like I said, he's not no rollover. You know, he's not no pushover. This guy can fight. He's been in the ranks for a while. let's just see. I want to see where Errol Spence's mind's at first. We haven't heard him speak or talk ever since the Terrence Crawford fight. You know, he's been on the hush hush, been quiet. You know, I'm pretty sure he's training though, staying in shape. We just want to see where he's at with his skill set with this next fight. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Hopefully we can get this matchup come 2024, possibly February. But hey, this is Gino King Boxing. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this matchup. Erickson Lubin versus Errol Spence. Y'all subscribe to that channel, press that like button, and I'm out.